Hi, welcome to this edition of Some Would Say, the Revolutionary Podcast.
Scintillating even.
I'm Genital.
Psychedelic M.
It's good to be here tonight, Psychedelic M. I'm happy to see you.
Likewise.
Yeah. So how are things?
Swell, as usual, swell. How was your Memorial Day weekend?
Well,
did you have to work?
I did, which I found out I got paid time and a half, so that was sweet.
On Memorial Day?
On Memorial Day.
Well done.
Sweet. It was a pretty simple shift, too. It was only like 7 hours long because we closed early, so that was awesome, too.
Nice. It's the small things in life.
It is. I even got a little bit of grilling in that weekend somewhere. Oh, at my aunt's house, who lives down the street from you.
Sweet.
Yeah, it was. It was pretty decent. Some chicken. How was your Memorial Day?
It was well.
Was it?
The whole weekend was good. On Saturday, we went down to Bloomington and had a brunch with my sister and my parents, but then we went to the winery because she just turned 21 this past week. Last week, anyway. To Oliver Winery, and that was a lot of fun.
Guys gardening?
We tried a bunch of wines. It was good times. The little tokens say must be 21 to enjoy that you get for the wine tasting.
Yeah.
I asked the guy, I said, so I'm a bit older than 21, so I'm not going to enjoy the tasting, right? Because it said must be 21 to enjoy, so, that's real solid concrete age there, 21. Got to be 21 or else you're not going to
You aren't
like
going to
this.
enjoy it.
22? Too bad.
This reminds me a lot of you are like the ultimate smartass. It reminds me of the thing that you did when you were in Germany to the guy that was talking about temperature, and you didn't understand what the temperature was because he was speaking in Celsius. It reminds
like,
me
just say if
that
it's hot
you're
or
just
cold
a
out.
fucking smartass bitch.
When I told him, I said, just say whether it's hot or it's cold. I don't know what you're saying. Is 30 degrees hot here? Because it's cold where I'm from. Do I need a t-shirt or a jacket? Help a brother out. Once I get off the bus, I'm not going to get back on the bus to get whatever I didn't have.
It does seem rather assuming of him to be like, oh, they're going to know.
No, everybody uses
They
Celsius,
know the
but
conversion. Well, yeah, but like he's on the tour, right? Like,
yeah.
That asshole knows you don't know.
Saturday evening, we went to a race party that my aunt puts on every year, Memorial Day weekend, and
That's interesting.
That's a lot of fun, grilling and whatnot, and we played a cornhole tournament, blind draw, and me and my dad got paired up somehow, which was awesome because we won.
Was there money involved?
No money, but there were prizes, little throwaway gifts, like I guess that Uncle Jason didn't want. He had these things just sitting around the house, and he was like, "Here are the prizes," but they were cool. It's a decanter, which was neat.
What's a decanter?
For liquor. It's like a glass.
Oh, okay.
And you pour from it. I don't know why you can't just use the bottle, but whatever. I guess you put good stuff in it. Whatever, who cares? And the other things were like mason jar cups, which were pretty cool. Dad took the mason jar cups, and I took the decanter. But it was a lot of fun. And then the wife and I played euchre against my parents, and they were winning. And then she went alone, and we won. And I was like, yes, we did.
That's gonna be a real proud of my wife moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was winning was nice.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, absolutely.
Then Sunday we went to see her grandma get married, so that was fun. Monday, I feel like we did something in the morning and I forget. Oh, we went to breakfast with some friends of hers that were in from Wisconsin. They had their baby with them, and she's fucking adorable.
Oh.
She was playing a game where she would pick stuff up and just throw it on the ground.
Oh, I love that
I
game.
would grab it and put it back up. She
Yeah.
would take it and throw it on the ground. And I thought it was fun, so I kept playing along.
It is fun. I mean, kids are a lot of fun. You get to fucking hang out, play style. And everyone's like, oh, well, it's with the kids, so it's not weird. But if I were just like playing Barbies right now, you'd be like, what? But no,
I don't necessarily want to play with Barbies, but
Well,
I see what you're saying.
I do with a kid. Playing Barbies with a kid is fun.
Doesn't sound fun.
I don't know. Maybe if I tried playing, I would play with Legos today, to this day.
Legos are dangerous to me because I'm going to step on those bitches. It's not going to be fun for me when I step on them.
You can be, you know what the pleasure of playing with Legos is
No.
now, as an adult, is that you know that you can clean it up.
No.
You wouldn't be a responsible Lego user.
No, I'd throw it all
This
over
day.
the room, man. It's
We're
raining
not
Legos.
talking about your poop here, okay? We're talking about Legos. Be responsible with your Legos. You're almost 30.
Almost.
Do you
Not
still have a toy that you hold on to now? I do.
From like childhood?
Yeah.
I mean, I have stuff. I'm like, I collect things. I've got my little piggy bank cars that I've gotten for Christmas over the years. All kinds of nutty stuff. I have a few stuffed animals still that I have put away in a room. They're in a box.
I still sleep with
Are those
my
the toys you're talking
doll.
about?
Yeah, like sentimental toys from childhood. Mine's a Rainbow Bright, and I got it. Got her the day or the week or something like that I was born. This bitch has been naked since the early 90s. Has
You
had
sleep with a naked doll?
yeah.
Let's just throw that out on Front Street.
Well, she's got like nylon. She's got like I don't know, like underwear, like is her clothing. She got arms and then like a yellow thing and they're like, I'll show you a picture because
I'm thinking still that you're sleeping with a naked doll.
she's not naked. She's not naked.
She's not dressed.
Right,
Right.
but she has like the undergarments sewn onto her body.
We'll see when you find the picture because it's not sounding like she does.
That's not the most disturbing part about her. She has
Has a
been
hole in
through sort of.
For poking.
No, not for poking. She went through a fire when I was a kid.
Oh, well done. Is she charred? Because that would be better.
Yes, a little bit.
Good.
A little
So
bit.
you sleep with a burnt naked doll. Very good.
I wonder how that laugh read. Pretty big.
Yeah, pretty hard.
Pretty epic.
Picked up the gain a bit.
By the way, I cannot believe that I just used the word epic. I fucking hate that word. I don't really hate that word. I hate what people do with that word.
What about epoch?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well done. Well done.
No, really. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. What the fuck is epoch? Do people say epic like that?
No. In the fields of chronology and periodization, an epoch is an instant in time chosen as the origin of a particular era. The epoch then serves as a reference point from which time is measured. Time measurement units are counted from the epoch so that the date and time of events can be specified unambiguously.
This is Brady.
Oh, it looks like she's in blackface.
I know. She is
That's you sleep with a naked racist doll.
charred.
Oh my.
Isn't she
I wonder if we
pretty?
can put that picture up.
I'll let you put it up.
You should tweet it. We'll retweet it. Follow us at Twitter at Some Would Say Pod to see the picture of this racist naked baby.
Doll. Naked
Doll.
racist baby doll.
I guess that's an important distinction.
We don't have a naked baby around.
Right.
It's definitely not racist.
My
Though-
dog walks around naked. Which is
She has a collar.
shameful.
It's tasteful.
I
It's
need
a
to-
tasteful collar. It's not like a look at me.
I need to get her some shorts or a little dress so she can hide her shame.
So you can shame her to
Yes.
people. 'Cause
Yes.
that's
Yes. Yes.
wow. You are finding new ways to punish your old loyal dog.
No way.
Oh,
She
yeah.
would enjoy being
No.
covered.
No, she wouldn't.
She would.
No,
She would.
there's not a
love it.
chance in hell your dog would be into a dress. And how would you know? You don't really speak dog.
I do. On Monday, I learned about meconium.
We should just have like an educational bit where you teach me things, because was not able to be educated in our public schools. Ooh, that was something I want to talk about.
All right.
I'm proud. I wanted to talk about something that I'm proud about our city, but I'll just make a note of it now.
Okay.
So we can talk about it later.
Or we can talk about it now.
Well, we were gonna talk. Weren't we talking about something before then?
It's okay. We'll come back to it.
No. Okay. So, I'd like to give a shout out to our semi-fine city.
Semi-fine.
Indy. Indy's done some decent things in the past, mostly heinous and crazy. But this one is beneficial for everybody. IPS, Indianapolis Public Schools, is now going to be funded for 4 years to pay for children's breakfast and lunch. And I'm just really proud of that, and I think that's a good thing. And just want to give a little, hey, Indy doesn't suck as bad as it used to. It's getting a little better and better.
Why are we paying for children's lunches?
Because their parents can't afford their lunches.
All
and
of them?
Breakfasts. The ones that go to, I said breakfasts, by the way. Ones that go to IPS can't.
Huh. Find that hard to believe.
You do know the difference between minimum wage and a living wage, right?
No. That's not a thing.
Yes.
Minimum wage is a living wage. I lived on minimum wage for a while. It was excellent.
Without children.
An apartment, and it was nice. It was good
Without
times.
children. Yeah, I'm sure it was.
Lots of fun. Parties, alcohol. Excellent times. Video games, anime. It's just beautiful times.
Livin. Quote from your favorite movie.
I don't know what that is. Star Wars?
Dazed and Confused.
I hate that movie.
I know.
Okay. When you say Indy, do you mean Indianapolis or Indiana?
Indianapolis.
Right. That's what I thought.
That's
what I mean as well, too. But do you think people outside of Indiana, if somebody from Indiana goes somewhere and says, I'm from Indy, do you think they mean the state or the city?
People, I can only speak from my standpoint, telling people from out of state that I'm from Indy. Their reaction usually is they think that means Indianapolis.
I've never called it Indy in that context.
I get offended when people not living in Indianapolis call it Indy.
Here's my thing.
You're not from Indy, bitch.
Whenever somebody asks me where I'm from, I say Indiana. Like online, people from all over the world, they say, where are you from? If it's all over the world, I just say the U.S. And if they ask what part, I say Indiana. I've never referred to Indianapolis as Indy in that manner. I have called it Indy amongst other people from Indianapolis. But I only ever called Indianapolis online. Is that
Why?
weird?
Is that like a safety thing for you?
No,
like you
I just want
people knowing? Or?
No, because naming it Indianapolis is putting that nail in that coffin. That's where it's at. I'm just saying that's what it is.
You want to be vague?
No, I'm from Indianapolis. How is that vague?
You said Indiana, right?
Yeah, well, I say Indiana, and if somebody else is from, like, we've got a bunch of people from Indiana in the tribe, and so I tell them I'm from Indianapolis. It's important to differentiate. You don't got to tell people what city you're in, just what state.
I just say Indy because it's, easier to type.
Oh, my goodness.
Also, I think it's fun that we have a little nickname. Why'd you just throw something at me?
Meconium.
What'd you learn this week?
Baby poop. The first 3 days, apparently. The shit that comes out is tar-like and hard to get off the bottom. It's very, very sticky, apparently. Very tarish. So I was like, what? And so I looked it up, and I thought, I can look up a way to get it off. I mean, somebody knows how to get meconium off the baby butt. Because my wife's mother was saying how much fun I'd have with meconium, and, apparently no one was going to tell me about it. But I was going to look up the things I would need to know sooner to time. And one of those is meconium, the tar-like baby poop. And I found that if you put Vaseline, or even a special ointment that the hospital may have, on the baby's buns before it goes, comes right off. So, good times that, and it's only like 3 days or 4 days, so that's what the internet said.
Well, we can trust them.
Mostly. The baby sites.
I
mostly.
have a weird thing with Vaseline. It grosses me out.
Okay.
It's weird. Wouldn't be able to use that method.
The word or the petroleum jelly?
The jelly.
Jelly.
Yeah. I mean, that's just something shouldn't feel like that.
I don't like calling it jelly because I eat peanut butter and jelly.
See, I don't eat
I don't
jelly
think
either.
I would eat
Ooh, I wonder if
Vaseline.
that's connected. I don't really like jelly. I don't care for Jell-O.
Okay. You don't eat the petroleum jelly.
Yeah, no.
Okay. All right.
But
Just
like I'm
making sure.
saying, all that weird plasmatic type of substance is very strange. Just doesn't seem right.
What do you got?
What do you got?
All right.
Oh, you just
Hey.
had one. Hey.
So Maya Angelou. Angelou?
Oh yeah.
How you say?
Angelo.
Died.
Yeah, she did.
She dead, yo.
86.
DED. 86 is pretty good. That's
Yeah.
a fair amount to
And
live.
she did a lot.
I don't know about a lot.
Well,
I'd like to make it a point of contention.
would you?
I don't.
You're the only one
I like.
in the whole world trolling on my alley. What do you have to say about Nelson Mandela? I bet you fucking love Mother Teresa, you Catholic bitch.
She was alright.
Just doing that safe face.
I don't know what Maya Angelou has done other than be the poet laureate. I mean, what did she write though? I mean, I feel like things I've read are just not great. Not my cup of tea.
I prefer to hear her definitely over like see the written word. I don't know. When I hear her, I think she's good.
Okay.
It's got some depth. It seems like she's got a great voice too.
Was there like some sort of shooting?
Yeah. So this like
Do you know about
fucking
it?
punk kid.
Because I don't watch the fucking news.
I just listen to it. I don't really watch it. But from what I gathered, this kid who seemed to be spoiled, and he might have been a Chinese American, no, he was a first generation Chinese guy. And
From China, from America.
his mom was from China or something like that, or his dad is. He's not full blown Chinaman. He's like,
They don't like Chinamen.
well, it's hilarious. So,
Oh man.
and this guy, I mean, kind of went on a killing spree. So you can call him what you want. He's a prick. So he's just nuts. So he
How many people did he
wrote
even
like
kill?
I don't like, at least I think there was 13 people involved, maybe not dead. But he went on a rampage.
Pretty low number.
Full blown rampage. Well, I mean, how many have you killed?
Fifth Amendment.
Yeah, keep calling it. Went on this little rampage, wrote a 140-page manifesto, had like this YouTube channel. where
Hey, at least he was
talked
doing
about shit.
something.
Yeah, well, this was, I mean, he
140
like,
pages, nothing to snuff at.
No, that's
a
a
good amount
lot.
of manifesting.
but it's, he placed a lot of blame on women. He said he was still a virgin and 22, and he thought that was like super pathetic. And he was like, you were with all these other guys, you gave them your sex and all this and blah, 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 but wouldn't give me the time of day. He was
Small
like
penis.
really livid. Well, I bet he was gay. Should have just, and also like what I saw, he wasn't not good looking. So there was like no way he wouldn't have at least been kissed. Like he must have been super weird. Oh, and he has prior mental shit. People are bringing up the gun thing again because he's been a little nuts in the past. I can't remember what's wrong with him though. He might be autistic. No, I don't. Well, maybe. Can't remember.
What did they say? Like he bought a bunch of rounds of ammunition?
Oh, I didn't see that.
No, well, never mind, because I don't know the details.
I don't know.
So you
I
are
don't know. It seems pretty easy.
you
to
were
get
not a
gun
fan
these
of
days.
his, is what you're saying.
No, but I wish that wouldn't have happened to him either. Like I wish he would have found a better option.
Hookers accept money for sex. Let's just, I'm just going to throw that out there to everyone. Once you're 18, if you're still a virgin and really, decide it's important to you to not be to the point where you'd shoot people, I like to remind you that hookers will do sex for money. And it's even like, I don't know, what is it, tolerated in Vegas? Legal in Vegas? Somewhere in Nevada outside of Vegas?
Who cares about legality? You can go down fucking...
You could, but if you want to obey the law, you can just go to Nevada and boogity bang bang.
The scenario that you laid out for that, they don't care about the legality here.
Okay, so then just find a hooker. The internet, why not? Give it a go.
Craigslist.
Go to Craigslist and just be like, hey man,
doesn't even have to be a hooker. All you have to do is get on Craigslist.
Winkety winkety wink.
All you gotta do is get on Craigslist.
Do they have Craigslist?
Oh yeah.
Is it everywhere?
Oh, it's everywhere. It is. I saw it because I remember we talked about that. Is it international? Yeah, it is. It's everywhere. It looks the same everywhere too.
So definitely can get that happening.
I would like to get a little message out to the sociopaths
Options,
out there.
Little guys. They're not all sociopaths. Some are just plain psychopaths. Most of them are plain psychopaths.
To the mentally ill. Disturbing mentally ill. Because, we're not that sane on some levels. But, do yourself a favor. And take a look at Craigslist.org.
Is it .org?
It is.
They couldn't get the .com?
They got the .com too. It just takes you to Craigslist.org. If you could type in Craigslist.com and it'll go to Craigslist.org.
That's wild.
It'll do. Smart. Yeah.
Some would say .com didn't used to work without the www, but I put the www on the site and had it redirect to
what? What was the deal with that?
Some would say .com. What?
What was the deal with that?
Some would say.com, our beautiful website where you can get all of our episodes. I use Blogger for it, and it doesn't support... I was saying it backwards. It doesn't support naked domains, so it has to have the www.
Huh.
You can't just type in somewouldSay.com because it would take you somewhere else. But I was able to set up a redirect so that it would redirect somewouldSay.com to www.somewouldSay.com. So... similar in theory, in practice, in reality.
Well,
I forgot that I could do a redirect, and I was like, fuck, it doesn't work if you don't have the www. But when you put the www in like Twitter, it shortens it and drops the www, and you're like, stop dropping the www, stop shorting it. I need that. Ergadurg.
But now it doesn't matter.
Now it doesn't matter.
Right.
I fixed it.
That's good. Way to go, buddy.
A couple months ago.
Well, good. We wouldn't want to upset any subscribers.
Listeners/viewers.
Or those. Anybody tuning in all forms. Telepaths could be hanging out. You don't know.
I got a speeding ticket this week. On Saturday.
I want to hear about your cop.
My cop?
Yeah, who gave it to you.
Oh, he was nice. He was very business, very professional, very quick, which is, I was glad for that because I left a little early, but at the same time I was speeding so I could get there early and I didn't want to be on time or late. But I was speeding as I am wont to do. I don't agree with the posted speed limits on 465. I think that they've widened the road enough times. They've improved the road enough times. It's a faster road now. It's not... the speed limit hasn't been risen. They raised it on 65 to 70 outside of the city.
Yeah.
But inside the city, it's still fucking 55 and 50. It's out of control. But 465 is 55. And it was Saturday morning like 8:45, 9 a.m. And there's nobody on the damn road, so I'm driving along, and we see this cop car that it's unmarked, but we see it and we think that's a cop. So we slow down, and as we start to pass it, we both look, and we don't think it's a cop. So I go ahead and drive on by. Then he gets behind me, and pulls me over. And I thought, yeah, it's a cop. But got me. I gave him my license, registration, and whatnot, and he went and took it. And then he came back, and he said, I got you doing 75 and 55 when you passed me. And I'm like, hey, I'm a wild man.
So
what
that
can
means
you do?
you slowed down. I wonder what you were
And I wasn't
doing
wearing my
before you
seatbelt
slowed
because
down.
I also don't agree with the seatbelt law.
Yeah, you should be able to, do whatever you want.
It's obviously the right idea to wear the seatbelt. It's a good idea to wear the seatbelt, but I'm not so fucking stupid that I need to be told to wear a seatbelt. I am so fucking stupid that I will not wear a seatbelt because I'm being told to wear a seatbelt. Is what I say to that. So I don't wear a seatbelt because
Sticking it to the man a little bit.
I'm gonna fly through that windshield. I believe I can fly. Anything.
You have been inspired by R. Kelly more times than I can count.
A little bit, haven't I?
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the albums, I think.
Well, that is a damn good song.
And
fun thing, Space Jam came out on my 11th birthday.
On your 11th birthday?
Or 10th or 11th.
Right.
But it was that day. I remember it was November 15th, whatever year that was. 95, I think, actually. So I would have been 11. It's a good-ass movie.
Were you born in 84?
Yeah. How don't you know that?
I was born in 85.
I know. I know when your birthday is.
You're fucking old.
Durr. Excuse me. When's my birthday, Matt?
November 15th?
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. All right. Sorry I had so little faith in you.
What was with that guy Shakespeare?
Oh, I don't know. Some say he was a perv.
Do people say that Shakespeare was a perv?
I think so. I think that's a thing.
Like William Shakespeare?
Yeah.
Playwright?
Bill Shakespeare. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, wherefore art thou, Romeo?
Didn't he, make up a bunch of words all the time and now they're being regularly used? Or perhaps not regularly, but they had been regularly used?
I don't know. Do you not remember that I'm not really a reader. I can't really read very well.
I mean, but you went to school.
I hardly read anything in school.
Do you want to hear words Shakespeare invented?
Yes.
He invented over 1,700 of our common words by changing nouns into verbs, changing verbs into adjectives, connecting words never before used together, adding prefixes and suffixes, and devising words wholly original. Academy, I guess, with an E at the end.
What was it?
Accused, addiction, advertising, amazement, arouse, assassination, backing, bandit, bedroom. I feel like assassination, he didn't invent that, but, right? Is this list bullshit? Beached, besmirch. I'll let him have that one. Birthplace.
Will you?
Birthplace. Come on. Did no one ever put those two words together before then? I think people were putting them together. I think maybe no one wrote it down. Right?
Oh, wait.
Blanket.
Was he a plagiarist? Did people say maybe he was a plagiarist?
I don't think that's a thing.
Isn't there a writer, though, like that?
Buzzer. Bloodstained.
How?
That's really two words. You can't call that one word and say fucking that's a thing.
Well, I guess you can if you're...
Courtship, countless, critic. I'm just bouncing around now. Lower. I don't think so. Not lower. Come on. I'm having a hard time believing this. Eyeball.
He's not... I mean, he was around in the 1600s, is that right?
I don't know.
What was he around? Maybe... No. Maybe 1800s. I don't know at all. Fuck, now I'm thinking 1300. Surely not.
I don't think 1800s. I think it was late.
Find out.
The exact date of Shakespeare's birth cannot be confirmed. The consensus is that Shakespeare was born on April 23rd, 1564.
That's my dad's birthday.
1564? Jesus Christ.
1564.
He's old.
The oldest man alive.
Going to the foot doctor tomorrow.
For what?
The podiatrist.
Yeah,
my feet hurt.
You don't use your feet.
I referee soccer.
Once a week?
On the weekends. If I get games during tournament season. I've got 8 games this weekend coming up.
Whoa. So...
But I hurt my left foot and I don't know what's wrong with it, so I'm going to go and have them get x-rays and stuff. It's probably broken, but I'm going to see if he can give me some pain pills so I can do these games this weekend.
What'd you do?
I don't know.
Stress fracture, maybe?
Probably. My right one after I work out. If I sit down for a while and then get back up, it hurts like crazy. So I figured I'd just have him look at him. Yeah. Say, hey man, what's going on with my feet? Can we put some fucking screws in there or something?
Whatever probably a boot. I got a boot if you need a boot.
Boot.
If he gives you a boot. Little foot boot.
What?
I guess
the
all
fuck
boots
for?
are foot. If you have a stress fracture, you're going to need to stabilize your foot for a minute.
That's rubbish.
You
Can't they just screw
what?
it back together?
Just have surgery and then you'll be up on your feet by Saturday. Yeah. Totes. Put a pin in it, Doc.
Might make it stop hurting?
No.
No.
Creates a lot more pain. You can just use it. My mom's got like fucking
I can use it.
bionic leg. Talk about my mom a lot. Ugh, that's weird.
It is weird.
She did have a little fun with you earlier though.
Sure, I guess you could call that fun. In some world, they may call it fun.
It was fun for me. So in my world, which is a world,
Not a world.
it was fun.
That's right. So she said your phone was dead. Now, had you received my text messages?
I saw at least one of them before my phone died, but I don't remember.
When did your
ways.
phone die?
Like 4 something.
Yeah.
I don't like get on my phone though while I'm at work. Hardly
You should.
ever.
It's fun.
Not my phone. My phone is not fun at all. My phone is a nuisance. So, but I know your phone number by heart because you are like, you've had the same phone number for fucking
I have had the same phone number.
since forever,
Yeah, since I was
Since
like
you got a
16.
cell phone. right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just lost mine like 2 years ago, the one that I had. I thought about calling it up, seeing if somebody else has it. See if they're doing it okay.
Yeah, you guys fucked up.
We didn't.
Not be paying a bill, yo.
No, AT&T fucked up. They tried to double bill us.
No, you just didn't want to pay your bill. They don't double bill.
Yeah, they did.
It's not a thing.
Yeah, it was.
You could show them canceled checks and stuff.
We didn't have canceled checks. It came out of our checking account.
You can show that
Twice.
transaction.
And we did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, we did.
Well, you can
You
take
want
them
to call
to
Steve
court.
right now? Well, we didn't.
You should have.
We just got rid of them.
Should have taken them to court. Now they're going to take your car.
What?
That's how that works.
Shut up. Get off my dick. I'm not into this one so much.
I'm going to cut that.
I hope.
Did you know that Yellowstone is over a giant hotspot and the calderas in Yellowstone have been formed over millenniums, over millions of years, by like 3 separate super volcanoes, super eruptions?
What are calderas?
Like, I guess it's where a super volcano has a super eruption that's so fucking hard and fast that the magma chamber empties so quick that the earth falls in on itself where the empty magma chamber is. And it's so massive that the earth is so heavy on top of it that it just goes in to the old magma chamber and creates these...
Wow, that sounds incredibly destructive.
Yeah,
A crater.
It's basically
Like,
Yellowstone is a series of those,
Ah.
and so it doesn't erupt with any kind of regularity or predictability. So, a few years ago, I guess the media was like, "It's long overdue for an eruption," but the scientists were like, "It's not long overdue. It's irregular. I mean, it could happen
You
any
can't
time.
predict it,
It
yeah.
could never happen. It could happen 1,000,000 years from now. It could happen 5 years from now. It could happen tomorrow. Probably not tomorrow. They're monitoring it for how it's doing and what it's doing. So, but 5 years from now, possibly. 1,000,000 years from now,
Is
possibly.
it weird to hope that happens in my lifetime?
I don't know if it would be an extinction event, but it would sure as shit come close.
What?
If not the last time.
An extinction event? For
Extinction
the
event.
Earth?
For, the species
Or just
on the Earth.
Yellowstone?
No, for everything.
It'd be that big?
Injecting that much ash into the atmosphere, blotting out the sun. Nuclear winter. People will die. Many species will
Yellowstone
die.
explosion will be
Yes.
that big.
Yeah, it's super volcano. Like, what is it, 54 miles wide or something? It's insane.
Whoa.
Something like that.
We gotta get out of Dodge. That's fucking huge.
No escape, man. Nuclear winter for the entire planet, maybe. I think it's not good though. So I mean, but it's so irregular and it can't. It's not necessarily predictable. To say like it happens every this many years.
Well, yeah.
It's predictable in that you can start to see the activity and probably at least within days or months of, or even maybe a few years of it happening. You'll start to see the changes. The USGS has scientists that are on the ball.
Geology rocks.
That was really bad, though.
What?
It was supposed to be bad, but it was really, really bad.
That joke?
Yeah.
It was worse than
It was supposed to be.
expectations.
It was. Do you have your Craigslist thing?
Sure.
The Craigslist creep?
Sure I do. Still loving that intro?
Still loving it. I'll I could get it from your phone, probably. Convert it to a format that I can inject into the podcast.
Maybe you could do that. Remember we talked about, you said you could.
Yes.
We haven't.
We haven't done it.
No.
Too drunk
Didn't
last
really
time.
get to it. Yeah. Last time.
Had to immediately sit down. Lay down.
Were you in that recliner that whole time? Like
whole
until
time?
2 a.m.? You said like you slept, you just like passed out till 2 a.m. Were you in the recliner?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good recliner though.
Yeah, it'll do.
Yeah, I passed out till like
Decent.
2:30 and woke up and was like, what's going on? So I got some water and
Went to bed.
ibuprofen and
As you
went off to
do.
bed.
Hangover prevention.
Yeah, got up in the morning feeling like $1 million.
Yeah, felt all right.
6 a.m. going to work.
And confident.
Confident.
Okay, so this wasn't in my typical creep section, the one that I perused the most to find the creepiest character possible. But I imagine the people that place this ad are very creepy.
Most likely.
So I think that they qualify for the creep of this.
Are we doing
podcast.
this one?
Yeah.
That's okay.
Okay. So this was in the free section.
Free.
Free. For free.
For free.
Sasquatch hunting equipment. Indie. I have a plethora of squatching equipment.
That is what they call it, squatching.
Squatching.
Okay.
I am giving away. My friends and I have had loads of fun squatch hunting,
Free.
but we are now moving to Switzerland in hopes of finding the Loch Ness creature. Free squatching supplies to a good home.
And this is in Indianapolis.
In Indy. They are relocating, however, to Switzerland to find Nessie,
Now,
which apparently has traveled very far to meet them in Switzerland
a couple
from Scotland.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of points there is Loch Ness creature / monster. I mean, I think pretty sure Scotland. And Sasquatch hunting or squatching is something that takes place on the west coast, over there, Washington area.
You know what? When we talked about this earlier,
did
you
say
said
East
East Coast, and I totally knew.
Yeah, but I am able now to understand that I meant west coast.
Right,
And it
yeah.
happens out there.
Does.
Doesn't happen here.
No.
I don't know why anybody here would have squatching equipment unless
really
they
have-
moved from like the Washington area, the upwards,
I could see Michigan,
Canada.
but we don't
or-
really have the forest depth for the Yeti Sasquatch character.
What?
We don't have like the environment needed for the Squatch.
The Sasquatch, yes. Well, I mean, he likes that rainy weather, and it's not
And
real
forest.
for the
Deep
most
the
part. There, I
rainforest.
mean, the main point is it's not a real thing.
Right. But
So
definitely
they've
wouldn't
got
be here.
equipment for hunting. Hunting. I mean, are they trying to capture it or kill it? I
Well,
mean,
I
they
think
say
hunting
hunting,
just
but
means like
they're supposed to be like watching.
hunting doesn't mean
There's Sasquatch watching. It's squatching. Anyway, it's not hunting. That's crazy. But anyway, they're looking for the Loch Ness creature. So I mean, what kind of credibility did we give them anyway?
we don't.
But Sasquatch, not here. Why do they got the gear?
You know what,
And
though?
why do they think that Switzerland's
I
the place to go?
I
It's
wonder
nice.
what the gear
Switzerland
was.
is sweet.
What do you think the gear is? It's probably just
Definitely
like-
Scotland. So
what do you think the Sasquatch gear is? It's probably like
binoculars,
binoculars, and
binoculars.
maybe a canteen of some sort.
Canteen, maybe some camouflage for the wilderness that the Sasquatch is believed to exist in, but it's not a real thing, so he can't exist in it.
Probably some tarp.
Loch Ness also, the Loch Ness monster does also not exist. So
Does
I mean, goofy motherfuckers all over the place.
Squatch hunting.
Sasquatch watching,
Squatching.
squatching.
Squatching. I can't believe that
They're
they
not
have
trying
enough
to hunt
people squatching to
Probably
get
a camera or
show.
a video camera.
I don't think I don't think someone would give that
It's
kind of
gotta
gear away
be
for free.
Well, I mean, it's gotta be shitty, but it's gotta be something like some sort of handheld bullshit, like $99. I'm sure they'd hook that up for free if they're done squatching. If they're like, man, I've wasted a portion of my life looking for a creature that doesn't exist. I'm ready to just turn my back on this and look for another creature that doesn't exist.
Well, it seems like some of the squatching gear would come in handy for Nessie.
With my friends. In
Why wouldn't you take that with
Switzerland.
you? That seems like a waste of money.
Well, it depends on what it is.
No, of course they're going to want the binoculars.
I feel like he made a distinction
Probably
that he
a
was
Swiss
going to
Army
go
knife.
looking for the Loch Ness creature. So he's hunting the Sasquatch and looking for Nessie. Come on. And go to the right place. But Switzerland is very nice.
Yeah,
Beautiful country.
seem to be out of people's business. They speak a lot of languages.
They do.
Their schools are pretty decent.
Yes.
They're beautiful.
They are that as well.
They make some really craftsmen, smarter than your average
Bear.
white folk.
White folk. Did you find your list from last time?
Yeah, I did, but I just
Is there anything good on it?
probably not. Let me see though.
Because I will cut you
Yeah, you will.
out of this entire episode.
Yeah. Solo cast. I wrote down that I wanted to talk about. You know what's going on with the VA right now? Have you heard
No,
about that?
I haven't been watching.
It's kind of upsetting. I didn't know this statistic, but there are 22 veterans that commit suicide every day.
Every day?
Yeah,
That seems...
that's what I thought.
That I feel like
I
if there were
literally-
22 a day,
Well, let's find this out. Look it up.
22 a day, you say?
Well, how about while you're doing that, I will tell you what's going on with the VA. They were fudging records, saying that veterans had been getting care within 2 weeks like they're supposed to look like they were getting it, but they actually weren't getting that help for a long time.
They weren't getting attention.
Help. There are about 22 veterans.
An estimated 22 veterans committed suicide in America each day in 2010, according to a report released Friday by the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. That still seems high.
Maybe 2012 was just a bad year, but that's pretty bad.
The report notes that while the numbers of veterans who die by suicide each day has remained relatively stable over the past 12 years, the overall percentage of people who die by suicide in America who are veterans has decreased slightly. Oh, so this is veterans everywhere, huh? Oh no, it's in America. That's weird. What did it just say?
Oh, the rate
No, whatever.
of suicide to
That doesn't bother me.
Americans has
Why does it
lowered.
bother you?
Just seems kind of shitty.
They'll take anybody into the military.
I know.
I don't know.
I feel bad for
Some people
in the
need
military,
to be there.
honestly.
Some people can handle it.
See, I don't think people need to be
can't.
there. I think what the military has to do, what your job is in the military, is kind of shitty right now.
A lot of people can handle it.
I think it's unnecessary.
I think a lot of people shouldn't be in the military.
A lot of people shouldn't be in the military.
We
We shouldn't have this many people in the military.
make it much smaller, is what I'm saying.
These kids get duped to be in the military.
Well,
And that's why I feel bad. They have no business.
now are these all kids killing themselves or veterans? Are they old or veterans?
Does it matter?
It does. Because old people gonna die, yo.
Committing suicide, you do realize this, like...
I mean, how much longer they got anyway? Just throw in the towel.
They lived probably the majority of their life kind of miserable, though. And
Well-
that sucks. And that's terrible.
Life is a
Veteran.
thing that works that way. You can quit anytime.
Not if you were duped into doing something or drafted.
but still.
Vietnam vets, like, they're kind of nuts. Drafted or, like, misled, like, that's sad. It looks good.
That's life, yo.
It looks good. I've never been duped into fucking slavery.
I've learned in the last few years that if you were in the military, you can drink very cheap drinks at a VFW or American Legion. So that's a pretty good reason to go into the military. If you knew that as a high schooler. If I knew that, I'd have been like, I could go into the military. Because later I can get cheap drinks. That's a good incentive, is what I'm saying. Cheap drinks at
Yeah.
VFW or American Legion.
Veterans benefits.
That's a sweet benefit.
Pretty sweet.
What more do they need?
Wonder what the percentage of veterans that develop drug abuse and alcohol abuse.
I mean, what are we counting as abuse?
Well, addiction then. That's probably more.
It's
I bet
probably
it's pretty high.
very low, like 0%. And we could fix all that if we made drugs legal. Doctors could administer doses of heroin to people. Proper doses, good doses. Good doses don't kill you.
Good doses of heroin?
Just good doses. It can be done socially. And a doctor could see if it's not being done socially and cut you off. He can give you maybe a shot of some methadone. Things of that nature. The proper people administering these harmful drugs for people who still want to get high. They're going to do it anyway. Might as well be safe. You're the humanitarian.
I'm pro drugs being legal.
You just don't want doctors administering.
Well, I haven't thought about it like that before. I'm trying to think of several different things at one time because that's the first time I've thought about it like that. I guess when I think of drugs being legal, I always think about like the convenience store of weed that you see like in movies and like on TV documentaries and shit like that.
Or in Colorado.
Yeah, dispensaries. I think of dispensaries. I never think of doctor, but maybe with like harder drugs and shit like that.
Yeah. Definitely not
Yeah.
for cannabis.
Yeah.
Not for things that are safer than alcohol and tobacco, which we're allowed to just buy.
At
willy-nilly
the
and
store. Yeah, I mean, it's a
scarf down.
store thing.
But yeah, things like heroin, meth, cocaine.
I could see a pretty weird
Those type of
black
things.
market situation happen with that, though.
If it's legal and it's not expensive,
Yeah, if
and you
it's
can just go and a doctor will give you a proper dose.
big government, man.
and not let you
could have
overdose.
proper regulation of that kind of shit if you just had
You
big
don't need big
government.
government for
Yeah.
that.
Hey.
You decrease the size of the military drastically. Bring the troops back. Let them guard the border. Who cares?
I
you
bet
know?
more people would go to med school.
Well, that's another thing. The whole system of the whole doctor system is messed up because it costs so much to become a doctor. That's why healthcare costs so much. If it cost way less to become a doctor, healthcare wouldn't cost so damn much. And the student loans are out of control. The whole financial system is fundamentally broken in that way. We've inflated the value of things so much that it's
How
hard
much
to
do you
turn
think
back.
insurance companies have to play in that?
Quite a bit as well. I mean, insurance itself is seems sort of like a scam. It doesn't make much sense. I have pretty good insurance, so I'm lucky in that respect. But a lot of people don't have great insurance. A lot of people have regular insurance. A lot of people don't have insurance. But insurance, that whole system as well is very strange.
Well,
If-
it seems
if-
to me like you should have.
If medicine didn't cost so much, if going to the doctor didn't cost so
We
much,
wouldn't
you
need
wouldn't
it.
need insurance.
Right.
If, say, it was about $50 to go to the doctor, that's not too bad. $25. Enough people go to the doctor. They charge insurance 3 times what they expect
yeah.
insurance to pay. Then insurance pays, 3 times less. It's a game. It's a silly game. Why do cars cost so damn much? Everything else has gone down in price.
Everything costs
over the
so damn
years.
much.
No, like a hard drive. A hard drive used to be really expensive. Now you can get one for less than $100, and it holds 1,000 times as much as an old hard drive. Okay, 100 times as much as an old hard drive held. It's insane, and it costs way less. Computers cost less. Cars cost more. The technology's getting better. The mass production's getting better. The materials are getting cheaper, and yet the car costs more.
Also, the labor is getting cheaper.
Yeah, labor's the issue,
A lot.
but they ain't gotta cost that much. They got all these unsold cars, and they're not stockpiling them anymore. I'm just saying, they cost too much. Shouldn't cost that much. I look forward to a day when we're using solar power
Yeah.
to power all of our cars.
Power everything. Shit, there's no reason.
Yeah, for sure.
There's really kind of no reason.
It seems like a no-brainer to go ahead and use solar power, free sun energy.
That's one thing I've been a little disappointed on with President Obama.
Solar power?
Well, environmental shit.
The
period.
greenhouse?
Yeah, the greenhouse. But seems like he just hasn't done that much with the environment, and kind of made that like a pretty big part of his platform. To
I feel like a lot of people are let down. But then again, I think a lot of
it
people forget.
could be a lot worse though. Like, I mean, we've done okay, and seem to be building an economy, like, slowly but surely. I'm willing to struggle for a little bit.
I think a lot of
It gets
people
better.
forget that Democrats and Republicans are two sides of the same coin. They're two parties in a broken system. Both the parties are broken. The system's broken. I mean, that we still use the Electoral College for voting is insane.
Yeah, what's that about?
It's
There's
Making
only
damn
one
sense.
reason that I vote anymore. And that's because my brain says, like, it's just the right thing to do. But, like,
vote.
yeah. But I know that it doesn't even really matter. And that's, like,
Informed
heartbreaking.
voting matters. It's important to be
I
informed.
feel
When
like
you
my
are informed,
vote hardly counts.
you feel like informing
anymore.
others.
I used to. When I was young, I used to think that my vote counted.
You were foolish.
Yeah. That's kind of what I'm saying here.
I voted last time. I voted third party because you damn sure don't want Romney to be president because you don't know what the fuck he's gonna do. I mean, he says one thing, he says another.
Well, and
he's
then
flip flopping
also, it
all
was a
over the
little-
place. He'll just
He was a little.
he's like a fucking twig in the breeze, man. A blade of grass.
His foreign relations were a little scary. I didn't really care for what he likes, his opinions on Israel, and I think we would have just gotten into more wars. And I'm just tired of them. Like, let's just start doing our own thing. Though we're not even really all that not out of Afghanistan, like, totally. We're not out of anywhere, totally.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. We're just gonna stay in a perpetual state of insanity until it breaks, until it goes all the way down. Pause for. We're back.
So you had no idea we had gone.
That's right. It's magic.
You know,
I went to an
Hey,
anime.
you know what?
Okay, what?
I wrote down last week sometime when we were drunk that I wanted to talk about you looking like a pedophile.
With my mustache? It's not even a
Oh,
mustache.
that's why. Well,
It's
it isn't
just-
anymore, but it was.
I got this whole thing going on where I need to shave, and I'm gonna shave it
this
soon.
whole thing. There's about 6 whiskers.
Yeah, it's not great, and I need to probably shave it. But see, the problem is I haven't been growing much facial hair, so as I start to grow more,
Well, now
I
you
just
actually
let it,
have a little goatee.
I let it grow. A
But
bit.
before, you
I probably
only
need to shave
had
it.
6 hairs above your lip. And you have like puny ass bird lips and a big nose. It doesn't work with you.
My bird lips run in my family.
So does your big nose. Your bird tendencies definitely run deep. You also peck your head. That's not doing much for you.
So is that the extent of my pedophile lookingness?
Well, that and the fact that you're just a little... you're not like insane obese, but you're a chubby guy. You're chubby.
No, I'm obese.
Well, and not insane obese.
Sure.
Everybody's obese.
I'm deceptively fit. With my foot in proper condition, I can
Is it your foot?
run a
It's your little
5K
foot.
and
It used to be your knee.
yeah, I had those fixed. I'm getting fixed slowly,
Slowly but surely.
but surely.
You're tortoise-like. That's what makes you... That's what it is. You're like a tortoise.
Tortoise are pedophiles.
They look like pedophiles.
All right, sure, why not?
You
Oh.
are quite tortoise-like.
Indie PopCon's coming up. And in that spirit, I thought of conventions in general.
Did you?
Gen Con is coming in probably August, like it usually does. And they have a block of it that's for anime. But it's only one day, or, last year it was only one day, and it was this, that, and the other thing, or the year before, whatever. And I'm not really interested in a general convention. I'm interested in an anime convention, because that's what I'm into. I'm not really into comics. I'm into manga, but that's more anime stuff as well.
You're
It's
into manga?
Japanese manga.
You're into manga?
Manga.
You're into manga?
I'm into manga. And
You're into manga?
I'm not really into comic books, and I don't get... and there's all kinds of things at Gen Con, which is kind of cool. I like Doctor Who and things like that.
You like some other geeky stuff.
Yeah,
not
tabletop
just-
gaming's okay. I don't play, but I get it. It's whatever. I did for a while play some Yu-Gi-Oh, and I thought about going to Gen Con and playing some Yu-Gi-Oh, but I did not do it because I thought better of that idea.
Hopefully you realized how old you were.
Yeah, something like I was gonna go crush little children and really enjoy crushing little children in a legal environment where I could crush the hopes and dreams of children and not be given too many dirty looks by parents.
Or be called a terrorist.
Something like that. But thinking of that, I went to an anime convention once. An anime convention came to town, and it was Anime Expo. I don't know, Anime World Expo, something silly, some small time shit. And it was at the Sheraton Hotel, Keystone of the Crossing. And so it was like 3 days, Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday. So I got tickets. It was like $40 for 3 days. So the price was right. Gen Con's like $80 for 3 days or whatever, or $40 a day. And I'm like, I'm gonna spend $80 for 3 days of bullshit when there's only anime there for one of the days and only part of that day. So gives a fuck. So I went to this anime convention, and on Friday night I went and I saw the schedule. I saw the schedule beforehand, printed it out, looked at it, thought, these are some things I want to do. Panels that were going on, voice actors came in, a couple of them, not anybody real famous. I mean, they were famous. And Kyle Hebert was there. Hebert.
Oh, really?
he's-
Big anime name.
Well, no, not particularly. He's had a lot of parts in English dubs of anime, but more particularly, he's the voice of Smodcast, the podcast that Kevin Smith and Scott Mosier do. He does a lot of the voice work for like the channel for ads and stuff like, hey guys, blah blah, coming to a town near you, or check out this or that, or things like that. Kevin Smith got him to come and do his little thing because he's a fan, so that's cool. And I thought that was neat, so I went to his panel and listened to him talk. But on Friday night I went, and they had panels and stuff, and cosplay and raves and things for little kids, and who gives a fuck? I'm not a kid anymore, so I was just
Raves
there
for little kids?
I was there to see the Artist Alley, and at nighttime they had, or the whole time they had 2 rooms where they were showing different animes, just playing episodes of anime for you to just go in and watch. If you didn't like any of the panels that were going on at the time, you could slink into the room, just watch anime, whatever was on. They had a list of the schedule of what they were going to be putting on, like 3 episodes of animes at a time. So around every hour it would be a new anime, and they'd play 3 episodes. And so I thought they're going to play the Death Note live action movie, which live action usually sucks, but I'm like, there's not any panels going on, so I'll go watch it on I think it was Friday night that they played the first movie, because there's 2 movies to do the entirety of the anime. It's a really good anime, Death Note. But I thought, I want to see this movie. So I went Friday night and I sat in there and I realized wasn't too many people in there. So it was like me, 3 or 4 other people. At some point there was just one other person in the room with me while I'm watching Death Note, the live action movie, and I'm thinking, this is fucking awesome. Because I fucking hate people. So I'm like, there's like nobody in this motherfucker. So Saturday they were playing movie 2 at night, and so I went to the panels all day and did my thing and went to the artist alley, checked out stuff, bought some stuff, took it back to my car, came back, realized that I had the badge, I could come and go as I please. So I left, got in my car, went down to the gas station, bought a big ass drink, went down to a liquor store, got a pint of bourbon, poured that shit in that big ass 44-ounce drink,
As you do.
mixed it up, took it back to the anime convention, walked in with the drink, because I noticed other people had drinks in their hands. I'm like, they're just going to let us bring in outside drinks?
Heck yeah, that'll
We'll
do.
play this game. So I got a 20 ounce of Coke as well, so I could refill, and the pint in my bag, because I carry a man purse, as it were, a bag, a messenger bag.
It's a man purse.
I think it's a great idea, and everybody should do it, so fuck it. But I went in for Death Note live action 2, and I'd started drinking when I walked in the motherfucker. I'd mixed it up and been like sucking it through the straw and drinking it down. So I went in and they were playing Initial D, and I'd never watched Initial D. It's an anime about car racing, but it's really fucking good. I mean, they showed like the first 3 episodes, and I started watching it and I was like, I'm fucking into this. It's a really well made show. I really fucking dig the story. And these guys in front of me, they had seen Initial D, and after the 3rd episode, he hadn't completed his like first race. The first guy that challenged him, and he didn't even want to race, and this whole thing that's going on. And so 3 episodes, and that's it. And they were about to start Death Note, and I was like, "You guys seen this show before?" And they were like, "Yeah." I was like, "He wins the race, right?" And they were like, "Yeah, he wins the race. But you should totally watch it. It's really good." I was like, "All right." Because they're not going to show me the next episode. I just need to know that he wins the race. And he won the race. But anyway, so then they played Death Note, and like 5-6 people left, and so it was just me, like 2 other people over here, 1 other person back here, and I had my drink in my hand, and I was like, this is fucking perfect. I love an anime convention because they're playing the Death Note live action movie, and I'm just fucking drinking,
Getting drunk with very few other people who enjoy anime.
because I took the days off work so I could go and hang out and be a part of an anime convention. And
Was there a lot of people?
I gotta say, it was at a hotel at the Sheraton, so like day 1 I went downstairs and noticed that the bar was open. Middle of the fucking lobby, there's a bar down there, and upstairs where the convention's going on. So I come down and I'm like, there's a bar. So I sit down and I have a couple beers, and this guy sits next to me, and he's like, I'm wearing the badge still, I'm real excited about being at an anime convention. He's like, "Oh, you attending the convention?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm a big fan of anime, He's a fully adult male. I'm like, whatever. He's like, "I brought my daughter and her friends to this convention." I was like, "Oh, that's cool."
Hope
He's
they're
like,
having
"Yeah."
a good time.
He's like, "They're up there. Gotta love that this bar's down here, right?" I was like, I tell you what, man. I'm of age and love anime, and I'm happy this bar's down here, too.
Point out
fucking-
your girls for me.
Huh? Oh, no. That's fucked up. I don't even want to joke about being a pedophile.
Well, you should quit looking like one first.
You just tied it all back up, didn't you? Anyway, I really enjoyed the anime convention, and I wish it would come back, but I don't think it did too well. Not many people, but I don't know that I'd really enjoy. I would. A big anime convention like Anime Expo in LA and things like that, or New York. It's because they get the big guests, like people who I would be like, like the actual Japanese artist come
And
over, and I'm like,
cosplaying is pretty cool too. You see a lot of cool shit.
it's
like,
cool, but it's like, come
amazing
on,
what people can do.
it's even a whole market now. You know, models who are doing it, making money doing it.
Oh, yeah.
It's, you know, I mean,
They
it's
have an
wild.
entire show on it now.
It's wild,
There's
but
a show on, I think it might be sci-fi, or sci-fi rather.
it was a lot of fun.
I'm glad you had a good time.
But it was like 2 years ago.
But Gen Con always seems a little too crowded for me.
It's way crowded.
I don't
way
really
geeky.
like having to.
Everything would be a lot more fun with drinking. That's what I'm saying. Get drunk, go to the convention. It's all good.
Yeah, I guess now with like Uber and stuff, it'd be really easy to do that.
Chemtrails.
Chemtrails.
We were talking earlier about chemtrails. I posted
We
a
were.
picture on Facebook that I had seen in one of my friends' feeds, and I decided to reshare it because I caught a laugh about it. It's a picture that shows a picture of a condensation trail left by an airplane. It says, "This scares me because I failed high school science." And the caption is, or as another meme put it, "Belief in chemtrails comes from high school chem fails." So yeah, people believe these chemtrails, these
Should you
condensation
explain
trails.
what this is first? Because I didn't know either term.
Contrails are condensation trails. They are moisture left by the engine of airplanes as it goes through the atmosphere, through the clouds and through the sky.
It's the white
And
thing that comes out of an airplane's ass.
and it creates condensation trails. At the right atmospheric conditions, you can see these streaks across the sky that are left by airplanes, and it's just condensation trails left by the jet engines as it burns fuel at high, temperatures. Blah blah blah. It creates condensation, which creates basically mini clouds, streaks of clouds across the sky created by airplanes. And some crazy nutsos believe those to be chemtrails or chemical trails. They believe that the government or some nefarious organization is using airplanes to spread chemicals into the air we breathe to, keep us docile, keep us calm, keep us stupid, do something to us, alter us in some way. And it's the government or a nefarious organization doing it. And they're all fucking nuts because it's just science. It's just chemistry, condensation, fuel, heat, clouds. Ugh. It takes certain atmospheric, to see it. They think it's like, barium or some other rubbish that they're just dropping in the air to fuck us up.
What's barium?
Some heavy metals.
Anyway?
They think they're putting heavy metals in the atmosphere for us to breathe in, to keep us sick or whatever. They're
Aren't they
insane.
just doing that with pollution?
Yeah, pollution's doing that, but these people believe that there's active
They're like,
activity that's willful, knowful of the government to make us sick or dumb or docile or complacent or alter us. in
people
some way.
actually think that.
Yeah, and they're all fucking nuts. As bad as the
They've
Sasquatch
probably all been
people and the
abducted
Loch Ness
by
people.
aliens. That seems like that'd be the same caliber of people.
They're all fucking insane.
They are.
Yeah, that's all I got for this.
Yeah, I think, since I've had nothing and can't really do anything else, I have sinus infection and I'm super tired. So
Be a pussy about it.
I think I'm ready to go. Actually, like home. Yeah, I'm fucking tired.
Well, take us out.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for listening. Please follow us on Twitter at Some Would Say Pod. Also, if you want to follow Psychedelic M or myself, you can find us at Psychedelic M and at Genital on Twitter.
I misspell psychedelic on purpose.
And you can type whatever you want in for
do
Genital.
whatever you want.
I don't really care. But thanks for tuning in. And, yeah, thank you. Ba, ba, ba.